August 12, 1985. Japan Airlines Flight 123 took off from Tokyo heading to Osaka. On board were 524 passengers and crew. No one could have imagined that this routine flight would soon turn into one of the most tragic and unforgettable accidents in history. People boarded with excitement, hoping to reunite with their loved ones. But just minutes after takeoff, this journey turned into a horrific nightmare. At the 12th minute of the flight, the plane suddenly encountered a serious problem. A faulty repair on the tail section made in 1978 had caused metal fatigue. This fatigue resulted in an explosive decompression of the aircraft's pressure system. As the cabin lost pressure suddenly, the pilots immediately initiated emergency procedures. However, controlling the aircraft became increasingly difficult. While most passengers tried to comprehend what was happening, the plane began to lose altitude slowly. While the pilots fought to keep control of the aircraft, panic inside the cabin grew rapidly. Passengers struggled to breathe, clinging to their loved ones in fear and despair. For about 32 minutes, the pilots battled to keep the plane away from mountainous terrain. During this time, some passengers spent their last moments praying. However, systems began failing one by one, and control of the aircraft was completely lost. The plane crashed with great force in Japan's mountainous region. The severity of the crash was fatal for passengers and crew alike. Miraculously, only 4 out of 524 survived. Rescue teams worked day and night to find the survivors despite harsh terrain. The stories of the survivors became legends, demonstrating the power of human will and hope. The root cause of the accident was a faulty repair after a tail strike incident in 1978. The techniques and materials used during the repair led to metal fatigue over time. This fatigue caused an explosive decompression mid-flight. The plane's hydraulic systems completely failed, leaving the pilots unable to control the aircraft. This tragedy led to a profound review of aviation safety standards. Repair procedures, aircraft maintenance techniques, and pilot training were significantly improved. The lessons learned from this accident made the future of aviation much safer. The Japan Airlines Flight 123 accident remains an unforgettable lesson in aviation history. After the crash, Japan was overwhelmed with grief. The incident dominated television and headlines for days. Newspapers were filled with stories of those who perished. Some families lost children, others lost spouses, parents, or siblings. In an instant, 520 lives were extinguished, and hundreds of homes were plunged into heartbreaking silence. One of the 4 survivors, Keiko Kawakami, was traveling with her mother that day. She lost her mother, but miraculously survived herself. Her story became a symbol of hope and resilience throughout Japan. Even decades later, survivors and the families of victims say they still feel the same pain. Every year on August 12th, a memorial is held at Mount Osutaka where the crash occurred. Victims' names are read aloud, families place flowers at the crash site, and white balloons are released into the sky, silent letters to those who are no longer with us. This wasn't just a technical failure. It was a human tragedy that left deep scars in the lives of thousands. Each passenger had a story: a young man heading to a job interview, a couple on their honeymoon, a child going to a birthday party, and all of their journeys ended that day in the sky. Today, we shared one of the deadliest air disasters in history with you. Events like these remind us how precious human life is and that safety must never be overlooked. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.